Hey guys, almost every woman I talk to these days is not satisfied with their bodies. I hear ladies often say, I don't feel like I eat that much and I have no idea why I'm gaining so much weight. So guys, we know that knowledge is power, so let's just explore how much should we be eating versus how much we actually do eat. So guys, we've entrusted Chat GPT to answer most of the questions, to give us most of the answers that we're looking for. And we trust it for so many of the things. So why not trust it to answer the questions of how much should we be eating versus how much we actually do eat. And guys, we also know that our weight is usually determined by the amount of calories we consume in a day versus the amount of calories we burn in a day. So we're going to ask ChatGPT, how many calories should we consume in a day? Hey Siri, how many calories should a woman consume in a day?
On average, adult women need between 1,600 and 2,400 calories a day. Women who are more physically active may need more calories. This answer is from Woman Shelf Gov.
Thank you, Siri.
Don't mention it.
Don't you just love Siri? Okay, so now that we know it's between 1,600 and 2,400 calories that the average woman should consume a day. And unless you're active, that is a good guide to go by. And that's the one we're going to go by. But guys, let's just kind of examine, basically our eating habits and what we like to do. I'm just going to take myself, for example, when I was in the workforce, if I had an opportunity to stop by McDonald's and grab, like, say, a breakfast sandwich, I would cherish that opportunity. But of course, you had to get up a little early, whatnot. But at any rate, that's what that's what our eating habits are. We either prepare that for ourselves, something like, maybe like a biscuit or a sandwich or something that's fast. And we kind of don't feel like we're eating a full meal because we're not actually sitting down. A full breakfast, like if I were going to have like a Sunday breakfast, if I were preparing breakfast for my family on a Sunday morning, it would probably include some eggs, some bacon or sausage or both, right? Some eggs and possibly some cheese and eggs. Add some cheese and eggs because everybody loves to add cheese to their eggs. Possibly some pancakes or, maybe some toast. We do like to include things in our breakfast meal like, maybe hash browns or grits or something like that. And we do like our jellies, our honeys, and, our little extra marmalades, whatnot, all fruit, whatnot, right? All those things. And then, of course, we got to have something to drink. And so most of us do take some sort of juice or coffee. And I prefer to have both, actually, right? I'll usually have a cup of coffee with cream and sugar, but I like to, feel like I'm doing something healthy by adding the juice, right? So let's just see what it looks like when we stop at McDonald's for the breakfast sandwich itself. And so most of us usually get something like a sausage egg. Let's just say my favorite, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. So we're going to ask Siri. Hey, Siri, how many calories are in a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit from McDonald's?
There are 243 calories from fat, 44 calories from protein, and 125 calories from carbohydrates. This is from healthfully.com.
Thank you, Siri.
Sure thing.
Okay, so I think I counted somewhere around 412 calories in that sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. And we haven't even added any jelly to that. So let's just ask Siri. Hey, Siri, how many calories are in a packet of jelly from McDonald's?
There are 230 calories in a small portion, 380 in a medium, and a whopping 500 calories in a large portion. Ketchup adds 15 calories per packet. This is from healthfully.com.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Siri.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we're going to go with the medium portion, which was 280, almost somewhere around 300 calories. So we were at 412 calories just for the biscuit, and now we're going to add 300 more calories, which puts us somewhere around 712 calories, right? And we still haven't had anything to drink. We're going to add, a lot of us like orange juice, some of us like our coffee, right? So let's just ask Siri. Hey, Siri, how many calories are in a cup of coffee with two
A
creamers?
typical 8-ounce cup of black coffee contains a mere 2 calories. This answer is from chefsresource.com.
Okay, thank you, Siri.
No problem.
Okay, so we're doing well if we just have a cup of black coffee. We've only added like 2 calories to that, and that's great, right? Okay, so, but me personally, I take cream in my coffee. So let's just ask, hey Siri, how many calories are in a creamer at McDonald's?
One serving of regular, unflavored non-dairy creamer has 20 calories, 10 of which come from fat. This is from healthfully.com.
All right, so for me, I'm probably going to have two. I'm going to have a medium cup of coffee, and I'm probably going to add 2 creamers. So I'm going to add about 80 calories to that creamer. I mean, to that cup of coffee, and yeah, and the sugar. So we're still not doing so bad right there. But of course, guys, yeah, I'm always tempted with the tater tots, right, or the hash browns. Let's find out how many calories are in those hash browns. Hey Siri, how many calories are in the hash browns at McDonald's?
With only 270 calories and 2 grams of protein, the hash browns likely won't feel like a complete breakfast. This is from healthline.com.
Okay, thank you, Siri.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now we have topped somewhere around, we're right at 1,000 calories, right? Guys, we're right at 1,000 calories going in the middle. Like if we go, towards the middle portion, I think she said something like, did she say 380? I don't know, whatever she said, right? We're somewhere in the ballpark of 1,000 calories just for our breakfast that we felt like was not that much. We didn't feel like we ate that much, right? Because we didn't have what we consider to be a full breakfast in our American society. Okay, and so guys, yeah, like the statistics for the amount of calories we need to consume a day, we got to kind of realize basically we're trying to get rid of or move away from all the old habits, but that is antiquated information. I'm willing to go with it. That's all I've ever heard, right? But most of us are not active enough to consume the amount of calories that are recommended, and we're actually consuming more because if we stop right there, right around 1,100 to 1,000 calories, we've consumed the better portion of the 1,600. If we were going to go, if you're a person who needs to stick with the 1,600, then you only have 600 more calories. A hamburger, I've already checked with Chat GPT, let's just say, because at lunchtime, most of us are not going to go somewhere and have an apple and an orange, or maybe just a raw vegetable, and even the salads that we are consuming these days. Yeah, I've been to Salada, I've looked at the boards, and basically, I was really, really proud that Michelle Obama implemented the program where it's required for them to list the calorie, oops, the calories, right? Yeah, on the food at fast food restaurants. So if you really pay attention to the calories, the average salad in a fast food restaurant is going to be probably 12 or 1,500 calories. If you eat that whole salad, and then if you mess around and start, dousing it with the salad dressing, yeah, like more than one pack, and most of us do, right? We like our stuff, kind of juicy, yeah, kind of moist, yeah. So we actually have a tendency to put a lot of ketchup. We add ketchup. We haven't counted the calories. Everything that you include, everything you consume has calories. Not to mention the chemicals nowadays are foods, especially if you're eating in fast food restaurants, and most of us are because we don't have the time. Very few of us get up in the morning and prepare our own breakfast. And when we do, even the things that we brought from the grocery store sometimes have preservatives and chemicals that the body does not represent. And when the body does not, or not represent, or does not recognize, and when the body doesn't recognize calories, from what I've heard, is the body stores it as fat. But yeah, the main thing is, what are we doing with these calories? Yes, calories are converted to energy, but we're not exerting very much energy. Most of us are at the phone, and the most energy we exert is maybe typing, right? We're typing. A lot of us do a lot of phone conversation. Unless you work, I don't even know what fields these days allow us to. I did see a lady doing some construction work on the side of the road, some road work not too long ago. And I did see some females actually on the back of a garbage truck. So they were, up and down, but if you're not playing sports and if you're not doing a job to exert a lot of energy or burn these calories that you consume, then it's going to show up, on your body. Most of us have not felt our stomachs growl actually growl in God knows when. We just say we're hungry because we are in the habit of eating the 3 square meals a day because that's how we've been taught. Those are old traditions that have been passed down, and we're not living in the days of hunting and gathering like our ancestors probably had to do. We don't have to hunt anything, we don't have to gather, we don't have to plant it, we don't have to churn butter, we don't exert the energy that our ancestors exerted. Let's just ask Chat GPT also while we're at it. How many miles does it take to actually walk or run off a calorie? Let's just ask that question. Hey Siri, how many miles does it take to burn a calorie?
On average, it takes about 1 mile to burn 100 calories. However, this can vary depending on factors such as speed and weight. This answer is from healthline.com and health.com.
Thank you, Siri.
Sure thing.
Okay, so you got to walk about a mile, walk or run about a mile to burn a calorie, 100 calories, right? But we've consumed 1,100 so far with just this breakfast meal. So, I mean, we do need some of those 1,100 calories to convert, to maintain our energy. And we are going to burn some more calories during the day because, not to be discouraged, but even the blink of an eye burns calories. So every movement, everything that we do, even when we're typing, we are burning some calories, but I, not enough to really actually make the difference. So guys, if you want to know why you're actually gaining weight, this is probably it. So guys, given the numbers and the information I've shared with you, what I've concluded is that most of us are consuming enough calories to actually gain weight versus lose weight. So, guys, we've taken a lot of time with this, yeah, and I don't want to hold you much, but I also don't want to leave you with a problem. Yeah, we've pointed out what the problem is. It's all about the numbers, but I really would love to be able to offer you some inexpensive and holistic solutions to this problem of why I feel like I don't eat that much, but I can never lose weight or the scales never move in my favor. Guys, it's been really lovely sharing this information with you. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe to my video, and also leave any comments that you may have. In the meantime, again, do come back because I promise to do this. I promise to come up or offer you some solutions. You may not like them, but yeah, I think that you will. All right, guys. Peace, love, and happiness. Thank you again for watching. And for those of you who have not subscribed to Aging and Fashion, please do so. It's the bomb.